Hi guys, welcome to Angel Whispers. Vanessa here speaking, and today we have another reading, and this is Sushant's second request. And basically guys, this is for further information with regards to the investigation, and also the angels told me that this soul really wants everyone to know what's going on, okay? Because in some cases, some people comment that why is it, the soul knows and wants a reading. Well, basically, guys, do you think everyone will just believe on just posting something? Because based on my observation, okay, I announced something and then people will still question. I posted something that will prove it, but still, no one believe. I don't know what kind of belief system that people has, because some people thinks that to see is to believe, while some people, if they truly trust you, they believe in you, and I can blame them. Okay, we are only human beings. That's why I'm here to provide guidance for you, to provide the proof by the cards. Okay, that's why basically I'm showing every one of you that I'm shuffling the cards, doing all of this, okay, and showing to you what I see rather than what not. The angels say, and the heavens say that there's a lot of people that are bribing, that are hiding the truth, whether it's media, whether it's police, doctor. Actually, the angels say to me that not 100% you can depend on the police, because some of them are bribed, especially those whom are in the scene of the crime during those times, because actually, Sushant was still moving during those times, and supposedly they call an ambulance or call a hospital rather than, call a police. Obviously, these people are desperately to make Sushant die, and they don't want Sushant to stay alive. That's why the angels say observe on the actions of people and not always base it on media. And they are very irritated, to be honest with you all, because I don't know who really put up videos out there that mafia is, with this one. Because to be honest, I never read anything about mafia. Okay, even in my latest pick a card reading, I didn't see any mafia there. I just see that the people involved are those whom are close to Sushant. Are the mafia close to Sushant? Basically not. Okay, and those kind of report is media. And all I say to you guys, always I remind of you, don't trust the media. If you can trust anyone, then watch the videos, the footage, what really happened. Rather than judge everyone who tells the truth, who speaks their truth, their justice, and question, the truth. Because you're blinded. You don't know the truth anymore since you have been watching a lot of things. And basically, you need to observe. And you need to, at least make your intuition work rather than always, trying to make people spoon feed every information. So what happened is that if you spoon feed yourself with a lot of information, you don't know the truth anymore. Because some of those things that you feed onto is poison. It's poisoning your mind, it's poisoning your belief. That's why what's important is what you observe. That's what I'm gonna say. Rather than question a lot of people. And to be honest with you guys, I know that some people will question, why is it a soul can just say who did it? And as I told you, to see is to believe. If I post something, will you believe? Without any proof? Without any tarot reading, do you think you will believe? And that's why I'm got really shocked with this kind of people, and you don't know how to respect souls. Because if you're somebody who is an angelic medium or spirit medium, let's say, you have to respect spirits. You have to respect ghosts. You have to respect those things that you can see. Okay? And this ghost over here is someone that needs justice, someone that needs peace. And do you think by you acting like, an interviewer to a ghost that just died drastically, brutally, will speak to you who did it to him? And a lot of people are involved. That's why this soul can't even speak who really did it, because there's a lot involved. So please, avoid questioning too much, expecting people to spoon feed you every detail, everything. And if I post in my channel, some people will say, can you please post something about this? I'm angelic medium, guys. I post what the angel asked me to do and what Sushant wants me to post to help him in the approval of angels. And I'm different from others. I'm not a type of reader who will read whatever, the people demands. So basically, the angels are very angry. Angry about those people that are bribed. Angry about those medium men who keep on, scattering fake news. And of course, the family who can't even say justice for Sushant. And all they say is thank you. Well, on your part, are you doing something? We're here risking our lives just to provide justice for the one that you murdered. Because to be honest, there's no mafia involved. I read many times about Sushant and there's no mafia that I see. It's only people that you paid. So is there anything else? So the angels say that this nasty individual that keeps on trying to bribe will soon be erased in the bank account of Sushant. They say, and they will not have any money because the police will close the bank of Sushant. And if ever a family member wants money, it will be detected, all of it, and questioned why are they doing that. Okay? They can't even put their father to the hospital. So, is there anything else? They say that they keep on selling Sushant stuff. They keep on earning a lot of money because of their brother's own, own stuff, hard work. And they don't even feel guilty. And they keep on saying thank you. Well, thank you for Sushant because you're rich now. Because you're happy. Obviously, by sensing your energy, you're so happy. I know that you're watching my videos and I know you'll take any action whenever I post something. Because I can sense it if you watch me or not. And you bribe others to comment on my videos, but I caught them. Okay, so is there anything else? They say, relax. Okay, and they say to me that, Sushant currently now is, going to people, going to his fans, going to the investigators, police, whatever he can, so that he can help himself to have justice. Okay, and also the angels say that Sushant really is appreciative of those people whom are helping him to provide justice for him. And also he is really sorry that he has early dismissal and he don't really want to die early. That's also what he wanna say. And also what he wants to add up is that he will continue on being here when the justice will come forth, that's the time wherein he will be at peace. That's what I want to say. And he also tell that, to his fans that he's really grateful for the effort that you put in for him. And he will remember you all. That's what he want to say. And though he can't really visit all of his fans because that's a lot, he say that, you have always my support. That's what he want to say. And also, he also want to point out to the fans, never give up hope and always continue on trusting the divine no matter what. Is there anything else? They say that's it. So anyway, let's proceed on with the readings. Alright, so let's proceed on with your first question. So, what does the investigators knows with regards to the hospital? So, we'll see. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what does the investigators knows with regards to the hospital. Another shuffle, they say. So, we'll check. I feel like no one knows yet the whole truth of the picture here with regards to the hospital case. Okay, because I really sense that though the hospital has been questioned, I have a feeling here that they're really hiding the proofs. That's what I'm really sensing. And suddenly my throat chakra hurt. So basically, no people are talking there. So we'll see with the DiXit cards, or they are lying. That's another sign of it. So we'll check. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what does the investigators knows with regards to the hospital. I feel like the investigators are aware that there's certain killings in that hospital that is very questionable, and they are also questioning why is it the sister of Sushant put Sushant there. It's unnecessary. And I feel like they're really pointing fingers towards Sushant's sisters. I feel like the investigator really knows that it was... I feel like whatever the sisters are doing, it's very misleading. Because they're the one whom wants Sushant killed, obviously. With their actions, with where they put Sushant. Like they're very desperate to, put Sushant to the rest. Obviously with their actions according to the angels. And actions speak louder than words. Like even though you don't refer to tarots, you will know the truth with your actions. And do you think the angels say once that the truth came out, no one will believe these sisters anymore? Because the investigators actually know that they are hiding something. That's why they don't want CBI. It's not the threats. I never see that when I did the Bollywood reading. And as well as I didn't see that when I encountered the pile of Sushant in my latest pick a card reading. Because I see there that those people that are interested for Sushant to get killed are those people that really want Sushant's abundance. And do you think Mafia wants it? Okay, because Mafia, to be honest with you, is much more richer than Sushant. And what will they get if Sushant is dead? Of course, a lot of people will hate them. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what does the investigators knows with regards to the hospital. 3 more shuffle, they say. So they even say to me that whomever really did nasty things to Sushant is obviously with the videos itself and even photos. And you can identify the liar by the way that they are saying or speaking. They can hide the truth, but they can't hide their true attitude with their actions. Like if you love your family member, you want justice, right? So this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading. So what is the outcome? Oh, there's real wisdom in mind here. I have a lot of only one outcome. So we will clarify the cards. Angels and guides, please provide guidance to the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. They say that's why India is considered as, not being its best because of the corrupt people, not only in the government but also people around you, like police, like hospitals, that create unnecessary death. And they kill people. And they should be gone, according to the angels. That hospital is corrupt, according to the angels. You don't need to trust that hospital anymore. After Sushant's death, the angels say, people will question the hospital. The truth will come out. They keep on giving cards. So anyway, let's see. So this is the first card that we got, and this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading. So basically, what does the investigators know? So the heart is where the center is, right? So they think that, in the hospital is where Sushant really died. That's what the investigator knows. And I feel like, they are back and forth to the hospital. Okay, and I feel like whomever, this investigator that's coming forth to the hospital is very passionately wants the hospital to provide, information, or I feel like they are really passionate in this kind of job or crime. Like they want to solve the case. That's what I'm sensing. And these people cannot be bribed. If ever they are bribed, these investigators, they take away, okay, or they don't accept it. So that's the overall energy. So far what they know about the hospital. So what they know about the hospital, there's somebody that's in control of the hospital. Okay, and somebody that's a briber, somebody that hides a lot of secrets from others, because to be honest with you, so with the hospital being here, I'm really sensing like there's a lot of spies inside the hospital, because the hospital don't want to give any information. And I feel like, it's the 8 of Wands and 5 of Wands. I'm really sensing like there are spies already that trying to know the truth. So I wonder why there's no clarifier there. I miss out some parts because we have a lot of cards here. I just hope I may explain everything. So one more detail. Supposedly here. Anyway, we got this card. So you got the accent. So with the accent being here, so what the investigators knows is that they are being drawn to the hospital. Okay, and I feel like whomever is, leading this investigation, this person has a big heart, and this person, as I told you, is very passionate to solve this case, this murder case, according to the angels, because these people are liars, the hospital itself. And they all know that, there's a lot of questionable deaths in the hospital, so that's what the investigator knows. And the investigator know, okay, that whomever did it to Sushant obviously is somebody that don't really like Sushant, okay? And with the death being in reverse here, so they think that the death really happened in the hospital. Just repeats with the card here, but I respect my guys if they keep on repeating the same thing. Now, with Archangel Michael being here in reverse, so I feel like it's really a first death. Like, they think that the doctors are the one whom lastly murdered Sushant. First death. Okay, as you can see here. And the sisters permit it to happen. And those people involved there permit to happen that Sushant will have this brutal death. Okay, they didn't rescue Sushant. Okay, there's an ambulance. An ambulance, we all know, it should rescue people, but instead of rescuing, they did this to Sushant. I feel like the investigator knows this already, since we ask what does the investigator knows. So with the past unknown, I feel here, the investigator has some files, okay? But then with the Seven of Wands being in reverse here, I'm really sensing like they are choosing the right people to trust. And I feel like in the investigator team, there is somebody sneaky here that's trying to get the files of the investigator, because of course if the investigator knows, it's the downfall of the hospital. So the next is the balance. So with the balance being here, so what they say is that they think that the hospital needs to be closed, because this hospital is only after money. Okay, and they don't have a heart. They are not spiritual to the point that they cause a lot of people's death. And it has been going on in the process. And it's really questionable why is it this hospital is killing people that don't want to die. Okay, and yeah, that's what the investigators knows. And with Akashic Library, so I have a feeling here that the investigators are doing a background check, okay, about this hospital, about not only Sushant, but they also question about the death of others in that hospital, because they are being guided on by the divine. And I feel like Sushant is on their side, like Sushant is trying to tell these investigators, whom to fell thrown to, or whom is included in this murder case. So with this Two of Pentacles being in reverse here, I'm really sensing like the hospital is somebody that's, caused a lot of pain, okay, with Sushant. That's all they know. They know that, this hospital is accepting bribes and so forth. And then the next is the Archangel Raphael reverse. So what we have here is that the investigator knows that, feel like they are kind of indecisive with regards to the commander of whom really did it to Sushant, because they think that whomever did it, doesn't really love Sushant, obviously, because, this person is, nasty of killing their own brother, they say. That's why they're indecisive. They can believe in the truth. And I feel like for some, I feel like the investigator also tries to question, Sushant's, I feel like brother. I don't know why I sense brother here in the picture. Probably brother-in-law, okay, can be. Because I feel like the police are even nasty, to be honest. So with the divine physician being here, so what I'm sensing is that, the doctors, they think is somebody that, hides the plan. I feel like they are still trying to process it, or try to gain more information, try to gain more evidences, because I really sense that, they doubt the truth. That's what I'm sensing. And I feel like, let's see what else. So I also sense here that people thought that it's Rhea. That's what I'm really sensing here. But unfortunately, they didn't see that, okay? Because they think that whomever was included in the crime scene are the prime suspects, okay? So with the treasure being here, so obviously, they think that, this hospital robbed, Sushant's life. They are liars. That's what the investigators knows. And I feel like they keep on coming back to them. And I feel like they question also the family, because they see the family that they are enjoying, rather than they should be the one who is, waiting for justice. Because I really sense here that, they really want to go towards this family of Sushant, but then I really sense that they suspect also the sisters, and these investigators are keeping an eye on the sisters, on their every move. I feel like it's psychologists who is watching their every move, because it's very questionable. So with the fated meeting being here, so I have a feeling that they also question Rhea, to be honest, okay? But with the justice in reverse, they think that Rhea could not be possibly included, because they're pointing out whom is present in the crime scene, and Rhea isn't there. And obviously it's the sisters. Why is it the sisters permit it to happen to Sushant? Because we have it here. Okay? And obviously, it should be the sisters demand that, Sushant should be put to this and that. So that's why they suspect the sisters. Okay, so with the spring being here, so I have a feeling that the investigators thinks that these doctors, okay, are somebody that has a lot of money, and questionable to what they really got, okay, in reality. Meaning, their salary, okay, can accumulate this kind of wealth. That's what they think. So anyway, so they did really background checks even to the doctors of the hospital, and there's questionable wealth there according to the angels. That's why the investigators thinks that these doctors are bribed, okay. And with the garden being in reverse here, what I'm sensing is that they are now seeing, because I feel like they pay a close attention to who is there. That's why, they don't add Rhea in this case situation, because she's not there, she's not present. So why would we add that? So we add those people that are in this, crime. So the next is this one. So Archangel Gabriel reverse. So what I know about the hospital is that whatever they say is a lie. Okay, because the investigators knows that they are the one who really finally killed Sushant, and the sisters are not giving any statement, don't want CBI, and play pretend in the camera that they are grieving over their dead brother. Okay, when all honesty is that look at their face, it's not even grieving. So the next is, so their investigators knows that it's the sisters. Because to be honest, with the scribe being here, yes, they are, I feel like the investigator team really is thinking like, this fallen star, what happened to him is that he was killed alive. And they don't really like that fact, because supposedly he should be living. That's what I'm sensing here. And then the next is this reflection. So obviously they hired psychologists in this process, because psychologists can observe the reflection, whatever people portray, like a mirror. Okay, and they hire lie detector psychologists, they say. So anyway, with the sense of time being here, so I have a feeling that the hospital is being watched. And I feel like, they're not giving up, even though this hospital doesn't give any information or any file at all. They keep an eye on it. That's what's going on inside the hospital. So with the will, wisdom, and mind, with the moon being here, so what I'm sensing is that little by little, okay, this investigator team, okay, is receiving cup. Okay, I have a feeling that they base it on the available sources, the angels say. And I feel like some people gave them evidences with regards to the hospital, so they kept that. Okay. And then the next is the King of Scrolls being in reverse. So what we get here, this is the outcome. Okay, the outcome is that the investigator team knows the true colors of this hospital, that they hide evidences, they're not being honest. Okay, and they should save life, but then they didn't save lives. And what they know is that these doctors can be bribed, and also whomever is there. That's what they know so far. So anyway, they keep an eye on those whom are in the crime scene. So we'll check with the charms. So the angels say if mafia is included and really the family is grieving, they should put Sushant to the right hospital. Like, even though, they question and question, it's just them paying the media to say those things so that they can cover their tracks. One more. You can observe that even the smart people who don't even do tarots will know that it's the sisters. So anyway, this is the charm. So you got this one. So what does the investigator know is that really Sushant is unhappy. I really sense that Sushant visited them crying for justice. And I feel like these investigators are angry with the hospital because, they are not really participating. They just, rest it or put to rest everything. But I feel like, these investigators are really smart. They know that this hospital is hiding something, and they just wait for the time wherein, they can find the files, because there are photos in the hospital that was taken. I feel like they are taking some proof. I feel like they already have some proof with regards to it. And with the hospital, they don't really want to give any information. Look at that. They put a cold shoulder on it. And I feel like with this love, I feel like they also think of Rhea, but then they think that it's very impossible because Rhea is not on the crime scene. So with this one, what I'm sensing is that they are being guided on pointing to that hospital. I feel like there's divine intervention that has been happening, which is pointing them towards this murderer, because they think that the murderer, okay, is somebody that has abundance, obviously. Okay, and with the citrine being here, so I feel like whomever that person is, they think it was somebody that's kind of joyous even on the moments that Sushant has died. So they have been watching. They are psychologists, so they cannot hide their real attitude with psychologists. How can you hide your true self there? Okay, so anyway, this is a DiXit card. So you got this one. So obviously the investigators are having a background check with the hospital. Okay, that's what they're doing. So anyway, Actually, there's a lot of spies there according to the angels, okay? And I feel like they think that this hospital is the one who is the cause of death. Like they should be, saving Sushant, but then they caused Sushant's death. And they suspect some doctors are resigning, running away from the hospital. And with this one, I have a feeling here that they're really escaping. I feel like those whom stayed in the hospital are questioned, like they can escape. I don't know why I sense that, but there's still some people there that really killed Sushant that still stayed in the hospital, while I see that there's 2 individuals here that ran away, okay, from or escaped already. And they think that whomever resigned or not there now in the hospital is the one whom did this to Sushant, and they suspect that whomever killed Sushant is a family member, as you can see. And of course they also suspect Rhea, but then the angels say, it pinpoint to the sisters because the sisters are the one that's present, okay? And they question also the move of the sisters because they should be nurturing their brother and not somebody that forcing things to happen to kill Sushant, to lure the ambulance to different pathways. So that's why they know the answer. They know who did it because they trace it. They trace also the actions. They are psychologists. So anyway, let's see about the overall theme. So anyway, this is the theme. So you got this one. So what do they know about the hospital? Well, the hospital don't give them any clues at all. Okay, to be honest, I feel like they have been receiving just some clues or evidences that I feel like unknown people give, because I don't really sense that it's from the hospital employees, or feel like they just refer to some people who give. I can't really pinpoint whom it was. So with the regeneration being here, I'm really sensing that what they know about the hospital is that if only they did their job, Sushant should be alive right now. And they see that people are really paid. That's what I'm really sensing here. And I'm sensing that, they question the action of the sisters that took place there. And I feel like these people are hiding, like they are playing pretend to grieve, yet they have the money. That's what's going on. So I feel like with a fork in the road, so what they know about the hospital is that they're trying to lure the investigators on different sides of things. And with a new life, they think that this nasty hospital has killed a lot of lives. That's what they think. So no place like home. Yeah, it's really pinpointing them towards the home of Sushant. That's what I'm sensing. So anyway, what does the investigator know? So the investigators obviously involved whom are included in the crime scene. And so far, to be honest with you, what they see about the hospital, this hospital is a liar, and they don't give any, any sign to these investigators. So what they did is that they spy in the hospital, and they did background check already, and they are aware about what happened to other people that has questionable death. Okay, and also they question the actions of the sisters. Why do they want Sushant to be quickly dead? Okay, they didn't really suspect that there's mafia in the storyline here, because really the questionable part here is about the sisters. And they say that whomever did it really is happy with their actions. And you can observe that in social media how happy they are. And good luck with them on hiding, because they hired a psychologist So sorry guys, because to be honest, we can keep some files here about the hospital. And so far there's 2 people that already moved away in that hospital. I feel like they resign or suddenly they disappear. It's because they don't want to, get discovered. But the investigator team knows about it, they say. So is there anything else? So they question also Rhea, but they questionably why they will include, because Rhea is not really a part in that crime scene. So is there anything else? They say that's it. So let's proceed on to the next. So let's see about the second question. What is the sister's plan? Sister of Sushant's plan after knowing about the investigation. We'll see. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what are the plans of Sushant's sisters after knowing about the investigators. Please show to us the overall theme of this reading. Thank you. Another, they say. So we'll see. They keep on giving and giving me cards, so I'll just let the guides be. So we'll see with the DiXit cards what it has to say. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what are the plans of Sushant's sisters after knowing about the investigators. One more, they say. Another, they tell. So we'll see. I feel like they will act. They will act upon it like they are the victim. That's what they're always doing. They're gonna act sweet. They're gonna act like posting sweet stuff about Sushant. Like they care about Sushant. They're not a nasty sisters. They keep on playing games according to the angels. They're playing cute. And the angels are saying that they can't hide from people that study psychologists. Too bad that the investigators hire some psychologists. So let's see with the tarots. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know. What are the plans of Sushant's sisters after knowing about the investigators? Another shuffle, they say. So, one more. So, I feel one more shuffle. I feel one more. So the angels say to me that there is a hired reporter who will try to lure the audience that it's not the sisters who killed Sushant. And this hard reporter is pointing out that it's mafia who did it. And they are hiring people that can, play pretend with this kind of script, like in the movies. So anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading. So what is the outcome? So the angels say, let them be. Let them waste all the money so they can't bribe anymore. So we will clarify the cards. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. So the angels say only the foolish will fall into that trap, that it's the mafia, it's this and that, because to be honest, they are just making people get dizzy, pinpointing to anyone. If in the case situation is that when Sushant can be rescued, what did they do to Sushant's body? Right? They should have placed Sushant to a hospital that's not corrupt. By their actions, nobody will, listen to them. Those who listen to them are dumb. Another, they say. That's why I tell you guys, observe the actions rather than just judge by media and so forth, because what will happen to you, you will go crazy because your sisters pinpoint on Rhea, pinpoint on this and that. You don't know the truth anymore. Okay? So anyway, with the on track being here. So what I wanna say is that what the sisters acting is that they can't run away from the house. Okay, they know that people are observing them. Okay, and people know that if ever they move location, their actions will be questioned. That's what I'm sensing, because I really see that they want to go out but then they can't. Okay, they can't leave because people will question. So let's see what else. So I feel like they feel heartbroken that they can't even enjoy the fun. That's what I'm sensing. Like I really feel like they are always watchful because spies might get inside the house. That's why they can't even leave the house. Okay, and then with the Page of Swords and this one, I feel like they know the truth, but then they are playing mind games so that the truth may not come out. I feel like they are really liars. So what they plan to do is to hide the truth, obviously. And they are really not authentic with the Ace of Swords being in reverse. So with the Akashic Library being here, what they plan to do is to play pretend that they are crying, play pretend to everyone that they are hurt from what happened. But I feel like, people know that they are lying. Okay, they can see, they're not indecisive, those viewers. I feel like most people know that they are just acting, because these people, to be honest with you, are living their best life. And they're just staying inside the house. And they can't get out because they're hiding something. Okay, to the world. So with the Judgment being in reverse, so what they plan to do is stay in the house. That's what I'm sensing. But I really sense that one day they will go out once that, not all people are eyeing them. Once that this is over, they plan to go abroad. That's what I'm sensing. And I'm sensing here with the Two of Pentacles, currently right now they still have the money. abundance. But then with the Two of Cups being in reverse here, I'm sensing that some of them have family issues already. I feel like some of them might undergo deep depression due to love life, and they're not really happy emotionally. I feel like, the karma strike them in love department. Okay, because Sushant never experienced what true love is. They ended up the life of Sushant right away. Okay, without him experiencing what true love is. So the next is the War of the Roses. So what we got here is that they are trying to be defensive. That's what they plan to do. Be defensive, like, they try to play pretend that they are on spotlight, they are lovable person, but then I feel like there are spies, there are people that really doubts them. And I feel like they plan to fight those people that are against them or pointing fingers towards them, because there's a lot now. And I feel like they have this anxiety and worry that one day all their money is gone. And they're also worried that, of course, because the Eight of Wands is about communication, right? So I have a feeling here that they're also worried that, the investigators will detect about the bank accounts of Sushant, about their actions, because it's also about actions with the Eight of Wands being here. So anyway, I feel like they are unhappy due to the fact that, they can't get any money anymore if, these investigators will try to tackle on with the bank accounts of Sushant, and they will prevent themselves from getting some money. So I really sense that they are stressed when I hold these cards. They are stressed with regards to, losing money. So anyway, with the King of Forces in reverse, like they what they call this, lose grip over the money. That's what they wanna say. So with the King of Forces being in reverse here, so their plan is, I feel like they're still thinking what to do. To be honest, they search for some opportunities out there that can provide the money, because I really sense here, that they lose grip over the money, since, these investigators are trying to see their bank accounts as well. So with the Increscent Moon, what I'm sensing here is that they really want to get out, but then, they can't get out because there's a lot of evidences inside the house, or they are afraid that spy will, come inside and so forth. I feel like they're so afraid, to be honest. So anyway, let's see about the outcome. First outcome is the Caught in the Ruins. So I'm sensing here, okay, that their plan is to continue on, playing pretend, or to stay strong so that they won't go to jail. And I have a feeling here that they try to be in authority, or they try to be in control or in charge, because they don't want to end up in jail, as you can see with this one. So the next is the Garden. So what we got here is that they want to play pretend that they are close to Sushant, even though it's not really the case. Even though they are the one who really killed Sushant, because I have a feeling here that, of course, people are observing them and people are questioning their moves. So even I accidentally knocked my stuff. So anyway, let's see about the charms, what it has to say for us. Singer will say that Sushant really is observing these sisters. Okay, what do you mean by that is that he's keeping an eye, even though he's a soul. So anyway, here is, the charm. So I feel like they will point out to Sushant's, fiancé. Okay, they will pinpoint again to the stars, to the mafia, they will try to, lure again the people towards media so that they can hide the truth. That is their plan. And their plan is, after the situation is, lessen in tension, they want, of course, to travel the world. They want to leave, their current country. That's what I'm seeing here. So I feel like they're playing pretend that they are crying or grieving over Sushant. Of course, they will play mind games and they will post something cute, like loving pictures of them and Sushant. See that? They're gonna play pretend again, play cute, use their, children to attract people and so forth, so that people will be blinded that they are evil people. Okay, and of course, they can't really play acting to those people that are smart. And then what else is that I have a feeling here that yes, they have plans, okay? And I feel like they're trying to get creative with their plan, like pretending like they are sweet with Sushant. Photos of Sushant, they're gonna share that. And with this is Dayap, okay? So Dayap actually is, stuff that makes you lucky if you gamble. I don't know if it really works, but my friends say that it works, okay? Because her dad used Dayap in gambling and he was lucky whenever he used Dayap. So anyway, I feel like these sisters plan to gamble. That's what I'm sensing, like try to make more money by gambling. So the next is this one. So I feel like, the sister in abroad, they say, is the one who really planned the murder case and also the planner on how to lure the audience away from them. So anyway, let's see what else that we got here. So we got this DiXit card. So I really sense that they are playing pretend to be good people. Okay. And I feel like no matter how many times they hide their true self, I feel like people are starting to see who they really are. Okay, how evil these people are. And all eyes are on them, obviously. Okay, and of course they are playing pretend that they're still grieving over Sushant. And they're trying to hire some media men, okay, to lure the police, to lure everyone that, this case is not them, okay? Like, they are being, what we call this? They are being threatened, okay? That's what I'm sensing. So I have a feeling here that with this one, they plan to escape. That's what I'm sensing. They're planning to escape this situation, how to get out. That's what I'm really sensing here. And they are really afraid to go to the jail because I feel like whomever is present in the murder case, of course, will go to jail. Okay, and I feel like that person is playing pretend to be nice. That's what they plan to do. And I feel like what happened here is that they're still trying to take control, but then they're losing money. That's what I'm sensing because they say that since, the investigators are trying to detect about the bank accounts of Sushant, they're really troubled. They can't get money anymore there. And so that they plan an exit. And I feel like they plan to play pretend that they're crying. They are using photos to hide whatever they did evil to their brother. See, they gonna grieve, they gonna pretend. But wise people know their true color. Okay? Because they are acting and their acting is not good. Okay, that's what's going on. Like nobody believes it. Those people who buy it, well, good luck to them. How dumb they are. So, we'll check with the theme. So you got a leg upping here. So what I'm sensing here is that, what they plan to do is to play pretend that they're grieving, or they are gonna post some lovely pictures again. And with the exchanging gifts in reverse, I'm really sensing like they are not gonna take any money anymore from the bank account of Sushant, because the police are watching them closely. Okay, all the files of Sushant is being watched over, even the bank accounts. That's why they're gonna have some trouble with money, to be honest, once that it's all gone. So Unfinished Symphony, so I really feeling here that they're waiting for the time wherein, this investigator is over. Like, what they call this, a passion of people fighting for justice is over. They're waiting for that time. So what they plan to do is to lie. Okay? To lie that they are a part of the murder. That's what they plan to do. And they plan to escape. And I feel like they also plan on how to get some money, because they know to themselves that they can't have anymore whatever Sushant has, since the police are investigating about the bank accounts of Sushant. So what happened there is that, they're very unhappy because they can't handle the money anymore. And because with the blessed being here, the angels say those investigators are divinely guided. That's what's going on. So with Clean It Up and a change in the wind, I feel like whatever they're planning is not working. Like, even though they hide their true self, they hide evidences and so forth, the angels say they can't hide themselves. Like, imagine a bad person transforming into a good person. Like, no matter how many times they wear a mask, people will know them. So here and now, and chaos and conflict. So I feel like they try to live in the present moment, and they're trying to pretend that they are crying and grieving. But look at this, chaos and conflict reverse. So it means they are not really grieving. They're enjoying to the fact. So what grief I see here is that karma strike them in love department. Like, their love life is not going well, to be honest, with this one. They're not happy emotionally because of it. And I feel like, that is the bad karma that they got, that they will never feel loved. They will feel cheated on. They will feel lied on to. Whatever they did to Sushant, like they don't make Sushant live longer to experience true love. So that's why they're not gonna encounter true love anymore. If they have a family, it's a family of disaster according to the angels. And one by one, these people, their family will realize that this is the murderer. Okay, the murderer. The murderer is the one that they are with. I feel like they also try to hide from their relatives that they are the one who was caused by it. So I feel like, even the relatives are gonna question them. That's why they are not feel loved. Okay, because even the family members of them, the in-laws and so forth, will question them. We'll know their true colors. That's what they want to say, that they're hiding and so forth. So what else? They say they cannot hide anymore about the bank accounts of Sushant, because the police has the records, they say, about it. So is there anything else? So what they plan to do is basically bribe a media to lure the people from the truth. Away from the truth. And then the next is that they will pretend to be nice people even though they're not. They're gonna post something cute again, heartfelt, so forth. So is there anything else? So if everything is over, the angels say they plan to go abroad. That's what they wanna say. And they're thinking on how to earn more money, since, they are being cut off on what they call this, getting some money from Sushant's account. So is there anything else? They say that's it. So let's proceed on to the next. Alright, so let's see about the next question. Will the police cooperate with the new investigators? So we'll see. If majority of the cards are in upright, it means yes, they will cooperate. But if majority of the cards are in reverse, it means no. So we'll see. Angels and guides, please provide. So the angels say take note that some police are bribed already. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know if the police will cooperate to the new investigators. Another. And my head hurts a lot with this. Like, see, I really feel dizzy. I don't know why. Another. I really feel like they can't hide from these investigators. I feel like how they see the investigators are kind of like VIPs. And I feel like they playing pretend that they don't know anything. That's also what I get. One more, they say. So, another. Okay, they asked to shuffle one more. So we'll check. So same rule, like if majority is upright, it means yes, but if majority of the cards are in reverse, it means no. I feel like the police will play mind games over the investigators. But I feel like the politician will make a way for these police to, cooperate with them. Because they are giving cold shoulder among the investigators. But the police are really hiding something. That's what I see. And especially those whom is afraid to speak up. So another, they say, I have a feeling here, guys, that some of the police are bribed by the hospital, to be honest with you. To be honest, guys, these police are smart, but then some of them are corrupt. Some of them are not really authentic. So that will be a problem, but I just hope that these investigators will, get the clues whom are the liars versus the not. Anyway, let's see how many are upright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 in upright. I can hardly express. See, it means that the police is really lying. They're hiding something. So we'll see about the reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, they will cooperate. Wow. I just hope they will. Now we will clarify for more information. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. I feel like this police really needs to cooperate, or else, something will not turn out well. Because they're dealing with a high respected man. And of course, this policemen see that person is VIP, together with its colleagues. So don't worry, because even though the police will give less, proof, the new investigators will have more. Because the investigators that are new are somebody that's really experts at this kind of situation, and they're more passionate, more than the police. In this case, like the police is not that, authentic according to the angels. Before, they are okay with our last reading, remember that. But remember that energy can shift, okay? I see that the energy shifted here. Because look at that, somebody's deceitful just by looking at these cards. But we'll see what else we got. So they tell me that some police are lying. So anyway, we got a yes as an answer, that the police will cooperate with these new investigators. Why is it so? Because they are being forced on to do that. They think that, this person is much more in the status compared to them. And I feel like some of them are really going away. I feel like some of the police are just not into it, or I feel like not want to participate, so they walk away kind of vibe. They are very unhappy, because I feel like because of the politician taken action, what happened to them is that they lose their power, or they lose their credibility, like people don't trust them, and so that's why they're sad. That's why they walk away. So the next card is this wishes fulfilled. So anyway, because of the one in position, they will gain this information from the police, because the police needs to cooperate, right? So with the King of Keys being in reverse, so the angels say some police are bribed in the hospital. The angels say of where Sushant died, and unfortunately for this police, they really have to speak their truth, they say, or else they will lose their job. And then the next is the Uriel and the Sphinx in reverse. So what we got here is that, I told you some of the police wants to walk away, because I really sense here that some of them have been bribed, and they are, kinda hiding. To be honest, these two cards, they are hiding something, like hiding the fact that they are bribed. So chess game in reverse, so really they lost their control, okay? And I feel like they feel heartbroken that, they lose their credibility, they lose their, what they call this, they lose to be recognized in public, that they are the one whom resolved the case, because somebody else is handling the case and it's not the police anymore. So with the autumn being here, what I'm sensing is that the person in authority, of course, is gonna be somebody that of course wants to show to the world that they are gonna cooperate. So their boss will somehow, provide information, okay, to the new investigators, because they see the passion of those people, that they really want to resolve this case. So the next is the Divine Physician in reverse. So what we get here is that I really sense that some of the police are running away. I don't get it. It keeps on repeating here that I really feel like these are the police that are bribed, that are really dishonest. Okay, they don't really have a good heart, to be honest with you with this. They don't have spirituality because even here it's in reverse. So some police are being, what do you call this, being not there or release themselves from the turnover, the angels say, because they are guilty and they don't want to make these investigators find out that they are hiding something, that they are bribed by the hospital. That's what I'm sensing. So with the Oracle of Delphi being here, so what I'm sensing is that I feel like the investigator knows that it's feminine whom really command about the murder, and it's part of the family obviously. And I feel like they think that it's from the US. That's what I'm sensing here. Not really in their country right now. So with the Four of Pentacles, I'm sensing here that of course they're in the police station. Sushant's brother-in-law is there. So I feel like, this person wanna change the game, that the family is not involved, but then the investigator felt drawn really to the sister of Sushant in abroad. So the next is Adsam. So the investigators are divinely guided, to be honest with you, to those people that are acting. So the more that they act, the more that, they will suspect. So with this Six of Keys being here, so what I'm seeing here is that the police are trying to hide the truth. But, sadly, they can't hide because the moon here is in reverse. Like, moon is about secrecy. Again, even lies, the angels say deception. So unfortunately, they have to give whatever the evidence that they can provide, the copy of it. And with the treasure being here, so the police obviously will give it, okay, will give the evidences that they had, and then this investigator will go away, okay, in search for the cup, okay. But I really feel here that some people are giving them evidences. That's what I'm sensing. And with the Ace of Cups in reverse, I'm really sensing that these people that are the new investigators, they can't be bribed. If ever someone bribes them, they will, spill the cup. They will not accept it, okay. And then the next is the Garden. So with the Garden being here, what I'm sensing is that the police somehow will still continue on with the investigation, even though there is another investigator on the end of that politician, okay. So they just lost some evidences and they gave it to this person, whomever is in charge in the other investigator team. With Archangel Gabriel, so yeah, obviously the politician came along and then they have to, commit to that. And I feel like they will, okay. They will be forced on to do that, of course. So with the Karmic Trench, what I'm sensing here is that they will follow that politician. The politician has the Wheel of Fortune, and I feel like, yeah, they will give whatever they earn, the evidences, everything, they will give it. So with the Queen of Forces being here, so the sisters who bribed some policemen, I feel here that, this policeman is trying to, what do you call this, kind of manipulate the situation a little. That's what I'm sensing. And I have a feeling here with the Two of Pentacles as well. I feel like, inside the police station, this is going on there. Like they're not being authentic. So what I'm sensing is that the sister will try to bribe some policemen, but unfortunately it will not work anymore. This policeman will just enjoy the money, but then even though the sisters bribe, what will happen here is that still the investigator will get whatever the police has. And then the next card is the path unknown. So the investigators obviously are doing their best, but I feel like the police wants to grab the evidences that this investigator has, because one of them are bribed, are bribed by the sisters obviously here. And then with the Four of Cups obviously, these people cannot be bribed. That's why what the sisters gonna do is that they will just focus on whom they can they bribe to get that information. So the next card is Archangel Michael. So what we get here is that I feel like the police is losing control, to be honest. I feel sad by holding this card. I really sense their energy. Like they are sad that they're not the one who gonna resolve it. That's what I'm really sensing. Like they stay in their structure as a police, but then they are not loved by people, because obviously the new investigator team are the ones who's gonna, they think, I feel like they are intuitive. They know to themselves that they are not the one who gonna resolve it. That's why people will not like the police anymore. People will lose the trust to the police because they're not cooperating, or they can be bribed and so forth. With the Akashic field being in reverse here, so what I'm sensing is that I feel like they will still, I feel like it's more on the brother-in-law of Sushant, like trying to manipulate the situation, but then things will not go in his favor. That's what I'm sensing here. So the next is the King of Forces. So obviously they are gonna be forced to gain. I feel like people will gain momentum because they got all the evidences from the police. And it will create a downfall, obviously, to the mastermind of this, murder case. So anyway, let's see with the charm. I'm really sorry for the repetitive, cards. I really do respect my guides on giving me cards. I don't want to, limit them on giving me cards. So I can't work without guides. I can't work without angels. So if you question me about the bribe, I really feel like it's somebody that's also a part of the crime. What do I mean by that? Those people, remember that there are some police whom are in the crime scene. So one more. And those who went in the hospital, they say they are bribed by the people there not to speak anything. That's why, the doctors say that it's suicide, even though obviously it's murder. So one more, they say. So these are the charms. So to be honest, what I see here is that the police is kinda also talking about Rhea because, she was the interest of Sushant. And obviously we have here, this one, about the girl of Sushant, obviously. And with the heart here as well. So I sense here that this police, some of them will try to play mind games on the investigator team. Like they will point out that it was Rhea whom really killed Sushant, while some of them say that it's mafia, I feel. So I feel like with the phone, I'm really sensing here that some police has the file of the phone with regards to Sushant. And I'm really sensing here that with this one, I strongly feel here that some people here in this police station are nasty. They cannot be trusted at all. So yeah, they really pinpoint out to Rhea. As you can see, there's a lot of pinpointing going on, and they also pinpoint to some stars. Actually, the police records is a mess because some of them are bribed in the hospital. So to be honest, this is useless because they put to rest about the real truth. Because they're just, again, the comics is here. Like they are lying. They are trying their best to hide the truth. But then the investigators, of course, is someone that is what we call this is very smart. They are aware that this police is hiding something from them. So what I'm sensing here is that they spy on everyone, okay, included in the case. The new investigator team, okay? So, unfortunately for the police, they really have to follow the new investigator team because they are the one who will be the one who will finish the case or make the case close. And obviously, with this one, there's secrets involved there, okay? And I feel like with this one, the police also has some files about what is given to Sushant. That's what I'm sensing here. And I feel like with this one, and I'm really sensing like they also pinpoint the mastermind is a sister of Sushant. That's what I'm sensing because I'm sensing here that is what people think, and as well as observation of the investigator. That's what I'm sensing here. So to be honest, the police is pinpointing to Rhea, and as well as for the investigator here is pinpointing as well to the poison that was given to Sushant, whomever gave that as well. So actually the record of the police is very messy. The only one that I see through there is the poison, to be honest. And they hide a lot of things. So I'm very sad about this. Like, police is hiding the truth. Like, even though they gave the record to the investigators, the investigator will discover that this is just nasty or messy things. Because they're pinpointing to a star, they pinpointing to the lover of Sushant, they pinpoint to what else? Even the sister, but they're trying to hide it. They're trying to be defensive because they are bribed. So is there anything else? They say that's it. So let's see about the last. Alright, so let's see about the brother-in-law of Sushant. So we will see, what does this person is planning with regards to the investigator. So we'll see, or the investigation. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what does the brother-in-law of Sushant is planning to do with regards to the investigation. Please show to us the overall theme of this reading. Thank you. Another shuffle, they say. So, one more they tell. So, we'll check. I feel like my right hand hurts, so it means that this person is upset. Actually, of the investigator. I feel like he's very mad that he can't do anything because he knows that there is a new investigator team that's handling it, and he can't control it anymore, and he can't hide anymore the facts. Oof, see that it. Oh dear, he really does have intense, emotions. See, he lost control. And my head really hurts, to be honest, with this person in question. Another, they tell. So, I feel like this person also has been spying on my own YouTube account. That's what I'm sensing as well. I sense it. And I feel like he hates me. Okay, congratulations to my channel. I was hated. So one more, they say. So we'll check with the DiXit cards what it has to say. It's not my fault. Actually, it's the soul of Sushant's wanting, and the angels too. That's why I post videos. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know. What are the plans of the brother-in-law of Sushant with regards to the investigation? Another, they say, what does this person is planning? And I think that he don't have any plans at all because he can control it. Sorry, he can control. He can't even touch the evidences. Another shuffle, they say. So we'll check. I feel like he's far away from the investigation because he's not allowed to be there. So he's planning nothing. Nothing is coming forth. But I feel like there is a card there. See, there is. See that? So, one more they suggest. Feels like this guy don't wanna show. Is hiding something. Okay. One more, they say. Okay. There you go. I feel another. Now the DiXit cards wanna talk. Suddenly I'm becoming sleepy. Okay, so anyway, let's see with the tarots what it has to say. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know. What does Sushant's brother-in-law is planning with regards to the investigation? I have a feeling really that he can't do anything and he's just watching social media, YouTube videos, wondering what will happen next. I feel like they are sharing my videos in the police station. Eek. So this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading. So what is the outcome? So I'm gonna clarify the cards. We'll check. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. So what I'm sensing here, guys, is that, this person just go in with the flow of the divine, the angels say, because there's nothing really that he can do. And unfortunately, he can't cover anymore about the evidences. He thought that he can take charge, he thought that he can control, but unfortunately he can't, due to the fact that there is a politician now that's handling the case, okay, and making it fast. And of course, I really sense that there will be CBI that's coming forth. I feel like it will be granted. I feel a lot of people want CBI for Sushant, and it will push forward according to them. So anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading. So yeah, this person is very angry to the point that, I really sense that this is the energy of Dr. Swami that proposed and then put an ending to the cycle that he can charge into the case. And he's very upset because what can he do but go in with the flow of this boss, okay, that politician. So anyway, first card that we got is a lightning bolt in reverse. So what we have here is that, yeah, to be honest, look at the Wheel of Fortune, it's not on his favor. So what he planned to do is continue on in his throne, like trying to hide, not speak anything at all, and just going in with the flow, whatever happened, because he's not in charge. He don't know what will happen next. The lightning bolt being here. So this person is obviously very sad that there's a politician involved now in the investigation, and there's no way that he can, he can try to, ruin something, because of course, these evidences are given to the investigators that are, trying to push forward with the other part of the investigation. So with the waterfall being here, so I have a feeling that this person will still try to control even though it's hopeless, okay? I'm really sensing like he's crying within because he knows that, the secrets will be revealed. It's a good investigator team. And he's very afraid of it. That's why he's sorrowful. And I feel like he wants to detach from the sisters, to be honest. He's really scared, I feel. When I hold these cards, he's scared that, the truth will reveal. And of course, he's also a part of it. Okay, with a grip here. And I gulp. So that's how he feels. He feels very nervous about it because he's aware that whomever that politician is, he gets what he wants. Okay, to people, he has the respect of everyone. And to be honest with this high priestess, so I feel like the intuition of this guy is saying that no way. Okay, I feel like he's thinking as well of leaving the partner that he has, because he thinks that it's the best way to do is to try to wash your hands. I don't know if you know that saying. It's only the saying of, the Catholics. We have this saying, hugas kamay. What do you mean by hugas kamay? Wash your hands. Like what happened in, what do you call that? I forgot. On what Pontius Pilate did when Jesus would be crucified, he washed his hands, trying to say that, I'm not part of it. It's not my fault. And so it means that he was trying to release himself, okay, from the situation. So in order for him to do that, he thinks the best way to do is to release himself from the involvement of the sisters. So he won't be questioned because he's still a part of the family. And of course, a karmic turns is here. Okay, it's the family member who did this to Sushant, and he's scared that he will get involved in it. He's scared of the name, the angels say. So that's why this person planning is to escape. He planned to reject the wife that he has. Okay, and then this is the outcome. So you got Archangel Gabriel reverse. So unfortunately, this guy will, not tell a lie. I'm sorry. This person will really feel like he wants to release himself really from the family. Will create a bad news. That's what I'm gonna say. Will create a bad news about love life. So that's also as a connection with the other cards that we have before. Remember that, the family will be strike in love life. Like people will have divorce in their family. So let's see what else we got with the charms. So some people will ended up being single in the family of Sushant. They will not experience true love. They repeat again. It's karma. It's generational curse. They tell. So there's mirror there. I feel like this guy is really sad. He knows that, the true colors of the sisters. And he knows everything. But he don't want to speak. Because look at this. He don't want to speak still. He just wants to keep silent about his actions. Another, they say. So anyway, here are the charms. So we got this one. So I have a feeling that, there's really an attachment with the family here. And I feel like he's getting upset because, somebody in a higher position is taking control over the investigation. And of course, the new investigators are smarter and you can't bribe them with anything. So what this person is planning is to put to rest with his love connection. With this one, with another love stone here with rhodonite. And then with the happy, I have a feeling here that I really sense sadness with this guy. I feel like he will try to make himself happy because I really sense sadness in this energy, to be honest with you. So with the world, I feel like he plans to put an ending to the cycle of marriage life or being connected to this family, because he's cautious about the consequences of the actions of these sisters, of the commander, of course, of the murder case. Okay, don't get confused. So I feel like he thinks that if ever he will stay in the family, of course, his name will be online there. He's really afraid to be dragged there. Okay, he's afraid of that. Afraid of messing up his name. That's what I'm sensing as well. So with the mirror being here, so I really sense that he is aware about the attitude of the sisters of Sushant. He's aware of a lot of things. And I feel like he's planning to heal his heart so that if ever he planned to close the cycle or the book with, his love, because he will play around, it's not that painful. That's why he's trying his best to be happy with the comic book here. So with this one, with the song here, I have a feeling that he will just go in with the flow. Like, I really sense some songs that are, because in Tagalog, if you will say kanta to the police, it means that you will say the truth to the police. That's what I'm sensing here. But he don't really want to say the truth based on this card here. Okay? He wants to hide about the attitude of sisters because his name is on the line here. And then with the citrine being here, and also with this one, so I feel like he's hoping that this may change or luck may occur, because this is, a lucky charm for gambling. In the Philippines, it's dayap, and my friend says it works with her father. I haven't tried it yet, guys. So anyway, with the citrine is about, passion, because you see that this new investigator team is very passionate of closing the case of Sushant, and there's no way that they can hide anymore. Okay, so what he planned to do is to release himself from the sisters and don't say anything at all. So this is, I really feel very sad here. I'm sensing the energy. I don't know if my viewers can sense that. So with the DiXit card being here, so I really see that he knows that he will be stuck in the family. So the only way to do that is to release himself from this madness of this family, because these sisters is involved in the crime, and he don't want to fight anymore about this or hiding what the family did to Sushant, because he's aware that the family did it and hiding the secrets. So he knows that this investigator team is somewhat powerful and they cannot be bribed, and they are working very hard towards it, and that's why he's afraid. So unfortunately, he knows that the risk here is losing his lover. Like, he has to detach so that he won't be included in that, kind of situation wherein the family will be questioned now if they got caught. So what he plans to do is to hide the truth, don't say anything, and he also planned to walk away, because once that his family is caught, also him will be questioned. Okay, he will lose his power, he might lose his job, and he's very afraid about it. He knows a lot of things. Okay, he knows about the attitude of these people. That's why he wanna release himself from being married to this woman or being involved there. So he wanna be single. That's what he planned to do and continue on with his job. That's what I'm sensing while the investigation has been going on. So anyway, let's see about the theme that we have here. So the theme is chaos and conflict. So obviously he don't want to get involved in the chaos and conflict, so he plans to release himself from his partner. That's what he planned to do, so he may have finally peace, see? Because he knows that's the right thing to do, is to not get involved with this kind of, relationship. I feel like he's also regretful of spending his lifetime to them. He wanna sway ways, he wanna be detached, he wants divorce, he don't want this anymore, he don't wanna be connected. And with the clean it up being in reverse here, I have a feeling that before he go, I feel like he wants to message the partner. I really saying sadness here, to be honest, because his decision will lead him, of course, to sadness since he will lose a partner. And I feel like he will continue on to not speak the truth. Plans to run away from partnership, because once that this investigator team will pinpoint to them to the truth, he will also get involved, right? Because to be fair, he knows that this investigator team cannot be bribed and they are just. So what will happen is that the truth will prevail. So with the mending, so I feel like currently right now he's trying to mend his heart, because he will detach himself. See, he will not want this anymore. with the family. He don't want to be connected. So with the higher power in reverse, so he's aware that he's not in charge there anymore with the investigation. Like even if, let's say, the police still in charge, but then the main focus of people is to the new investigators and not to them. So he's just living in the present, and he's thinking of leaving the family because he don't want to get involved. And I feel like he really loves his partner, but then, by being with her, he will lose his job, or he will have a bad reputation. That's what I'm sensing. So he preferred to be single, he preferred to be alone, and I feel like he's regretful of having this person as a partner, to be honest. And because there's no hope. That's what he see. Like sooner or later, these people will see that, the family is involved. Even him is scared. I'm really sensing nervousness, sadness, and even my, what they call this, my hair standing up. Okay? I know that some people, are acting about how I react, because basically, guys, if you can sense energies, okay, you will adapt it. I'm an empath too. Okay? I kinda like mirror what they feel, so forgive me if sometimes I feel compassionate pity suffers, because obviously I have a heart. Okay, and I really felt sad for this individual here. So anyway, basically what his plan is, he plans to divorce. He plans to detach from the family, and he will continue on not saying anything at all, and just going with the flow. So is there anything else? They say that's it. So anyway, you would like to add another question? So the angels say it's okay not to add anything, but in the future, if again Sushant requested, we will. Okay. Anyway, with this kind of reading, we ask the permission of heaven if they will permit us, and since they say it's safe, so they put up the video there. So I know that in some point it's kind of disappointing. Okay. But then we just hope that justice may still prevail. So is there anything else, angels? They say that's it. So anyway, thank you for watching, and sending you all peace, love, and light. Bye.